Hi, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my first sketchbook tour. I wanted to share what I have been creating recently, these cute little pockets. And it says all ideas started as a thought. So this looks like it started in November, and my art books are quite flowy. They just have whatever it is. I have The Artist Creed by Jan Phillips in here. And this beautiful piece that says, creativity is the courage to lean into the uncertain. This was actually from one of my old books that I had created, and it did not get used in one of the pages. And then I always leave a blank. This was a cool little bookmark that I had made back in the day. And some flow ideas, playing with light and dark and contrast, wordplay. I like the, collages. Sometimes I find things like this here. It's like the pussy willows and the lotus. And all these stickers with words on them. Big fan. And again, more tabs and things like that. More like scrapbooking idea. I really like this picture I have over here. These trees. More circular items. More flow. I like it when I tape things off. I don't know if people find that that's more fun sometimes. And these are watercolors and paint pens. I had a big phase about white paint pens. Charcoal drawings. I named this one Essence, and I learned about these. What are these called again? These little folding sheets. So I wrote Essence, bright amongst the dark, purpose, and I wrote these symbols. I really like symbols. This one is ego inhibits my potential, authenticity, raw, true, as you put through them. This one is fear, so surrender, trust, really trusting in the snake, as this is the season of shedding what no longer serves us and coming into ourselves. I love that. This one's flow. Triangles are a big one. Ooh, my easel wants to fly away. And love. I actually really like this one. It's very more like psychedelic kind of style. I actually met somebody at Armstrong Metal Fest that said that they love this piece a lot, that they were willing to entertain it as album art, which I thought was very, very validating from art. And this was not my style usually, and I'm glad it resonated with somebody. Sexuality, this is from December. I really like writing in squares. I find it quite a powerful way of journaling and turning a book and being really present with the writing. Candles, I don't know if anybody else really loves painting candles in the darkness and the light, the contrast. This is me going back into my old blog. Had Tien is in Thailand. Picture is actually this way, and these are some reflections. How can I use my voice to express myself authentically? How can I embrace vulnerability as a path to empowerment? So I wrote down a bunch of these questions so I can come back. And what do you want to experience? How do you want to grow? How do you want to give back to the world? What does happiness mean to me, and how do I want to pursue it? So asking these deeper questions. Some neurographic art. Not sure if you can see what's on here. There's like a shell and a cat, a camel, a rabbit, eagle, some fancy sketches. I quite like this one. This is a full moon in Gemini, something that came through. Watercolors are one of my favorites. Obviously lots of circles and planets and feelings there. Some art journaling. Talking about colors and themes and brands sometimes, using them into a picture. What kind of feeling do you get from this? Oh, I like this one. Play is an exploration of ideas, objects, and expressions. I've been posting these on my Art Alchemy page. I really like this paper. I actually made it myself with egg cartons, which I think is really cool. Here's a logo that I wanted to use on a business card that I never really colored or finished, but I like it. Again, it's for Art Alchemy. This is a lunar celebration, and then this is actually the physiology of art, talking about the automatic nervous system that leads to the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. So we're talking about how art decreases your heart rate, decreases your blood pressure, and it increases your immune response. So there's a whole bunch of scientific theory and evidence here that I had listened to where art actually increases your immune system. This is a wild woman art. I love the bees and the eyes, and then there's some crystals, some meaning that I have made here. This is what happens when you share your artwork with a 4-year-old. It's totally okay. That's her painting. And then here's a tree that I have put together. This is hope, love, empathy, compassion. And it says slow down on one of these branches. I love using the tree as symbolism. Oh yeah. So this was one of my older videos that I had done a workshop on. I had recorded it for YouTube as well. So it looks like that's actually the end of this book here. Thank you so much for watching. What's this one? Flow happens when you accept exactly where you need to be.